can't really see around the corner, but as you can see right here, this little cave at Cascada El Salto is completely littered with garbage from people who seem to not realize that this earth is not separate from them. And I'm finding it very important to educate other people about the oneness that we share with this earth, and that you wouldn't spit on yourself, you wouldn't litter on yourself, so why would you do it to the one biggest thing that is supporting you? I think we're gonna start a new campaign for cleaning up the earth and educating people on internal and external clean and clearing for better health of the individual as well as the whole.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
So Catherine and I are in the process of being really motivated to assist cleanup of the world. Not just of internally, as we've been focusing on through our yoga practices and healthy eating and all the things that we do for a vocation, but just for the goodness of cleaning up outside of our bodies too, as we're noticing in many places in Mexico.
Yeah.
There's a lot of garbage.
There's a lot of trash and people don't seem to do much about it.
And though we know that it must have something to do with economics or that there's not quite enough resources or money or whatever in
recycling foundations,
recycling and all that direction, still I think that there's a start that we can all do it, because picking up a plastic bag with you doesn't cost much of anything.
It doesn't take much, and you can reuse the plastic bag, so it's not like you're wasting anything. It's just, can you imagine what this world would be like if everybody simply threw away their own trash in places where it needed to be instead of littering it all over the earth?
So we're thinking what to do about it, or how to encourage others to want to clean up their space. Because I remember, being a kid or being untrained and not really caring and probably littering, but I didn't even do it that much as a kid either. I think I felt the importance from the get-go.
There was a period in my life where I didn't litter, but I didn't litter this kind of garbage, but I would litter cigarette butts when I was still in that phase of my life where I was smoking cigarettes, and it didn't seem like it would create that much of an impact because it's just one little thing. But when you see all these places and there's tons of cigarette butts everywhere, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, it's very clear that mankind still, I don't know about predominantly, but in a lot of ways does not value his internal nor external space, or her internal nor external space. And the question is what to say or why to say it in that opportune moment that will more than encourage, more than inspire even, but get someone motivated to clean up their act inside and out. Because it wouldn't take very many of us to really cause a massive shift.
It wouldn't. Yeah. I think with keeping our earth clean, it's as simple as educating people, showing people that when they litter on the earth, when they throw away their garbage all over the land, it's no different than spitting on your own foot. And you wouldn't spit on your own foot, because you honor yourself more than that. So why are people not honoring the one thing that is supporting us? The earth is where we came from. You wouldn't smack your mother in the mouth.
And I understand relatively with the universe that it's all a big mess, and then the question is who's going to clean it up. As I find, relatively speaking, our only purpose, if there were a purpose in life, is clean clearing. Because if the universe is a mess and the world's a mess, then the only thing left to do is to clean it up. And so we're in the process of that, and we're adding to our Patreon account a tier for people to support this movement, as we're going to do. What are you end up calling it?
We're going to call it the All Local Cleanup Party. Every month, wherever we are in the world, we're going to host a an all-day event where it's free, and we'll offer free yoga in the very beginning, and then we'll go out and we'll clean up part of the city, wherever we are in the world. And we'll advertise this event wherever we are in the world, too, to just raise awareness that this is a free event for people, and they can come and they can learn some yoga, and we'll educate them on the similarities between cleaning up your external space and cleaning up your internal space, because it is relatively the same. So,
and it feels good to get cleaned up. Catherine and I don't feel put off by doing this. You know, a lot of people don't want to get their hands dirty, so to speak.
No, but it would be nice if the whole world, every human in the world...
I've been picking up garbage. I don't have any dirt on my hands.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, that's another practice in mindfulness. And always can wash your hands and strengthen your immune system through being around the garbage rather than rejecting it and getting stressed out by it and not doing anything about it.
Sure.
Anyways. And on one more note with the garbage, I'm sure a lot of people will say, well, that's been an issue forever, you know, and a lot of people might project that it's never going to get solved. And I say that with that perspective or that projection, you're right. There's an expression, whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. So even though things don't happen immediately all the time in our awareness, everything starts with a thought and a feeling. And there are practices in order to enable you to think and feel the way you want to, because it is a choice, and create your reality from your inside out. And so we encourage you to do that. I encourage you to do that. And there are many ways. Reach out if you'd like to, via email, info@fullcirclephenomenal.com, and let's collaborate. I'm sure we can clean up the world and each other's universes together more easily, more enjoyably. Blessings.